Hello guys, it's David here, and today I'm going to be bringing you some more single player Runescape. Before we really start the episode, I'd like some feedback to the format of the episodes that you would like. I'm trying to play around a little bit with a different format, so I'd like to know which is your favourite. So do you like the shorter style of episode where I have narration of what I have just done with a few short clips to back it up, or do you prefer the style of narrating as I go, sped out clips in between the narration with music on top? Or indeed, as this episode is, a mix of both. So I say what I've done with sped up clips with music in. Please let me know in the comment section which format you prefer, or a different format if you want entirely. Just detail it down below, and I'll try my best to alter my videos around that, give it a go, and I'll see how that is. Anyway, into the proper episode. To start off this episode, I got some fishing and cooking levels up. First of all, I fish all of the trout and salmon in the River Lum, and then bank them in the bank box in Lumbridge. And I do this until level 40, at which point I can catch lobsters. I then decide to do the Cook's Assistant quest. This allows me use of the Cook's range, which has a lower chance of burning food than other ranges. This is really useful, obviously, because it allows me to get cooking levels up easier without burning lots of food. I don't need to fish as much to get the cooking levels. After the Cook's Assistant quest, I then proceed to cook most of the trout and salmon that I have caught to get my cooking level up to 40 as well, which allows me to cook lobsters. So I decided to get my fishing and cooking levels up because that'd be very useful for food later on when I decide to finish off level 55 magic and also get some other combat skills. It was sort of this point that I had a look at my goals and thought, well, what can I do to help with my first goal? Now, I decided to go for 45 Dungeoneering. This allows me to go into the mining guild Hidden Mine, and also mean that I can afford the coal bag in Dungeoneering tokens, which will help me both collect coal and smelt ores faster. .45 Dungeoneering was actually surprisingly fast for me to get. I managed to get up 4 levels at a time, sometimes from the floors that I was doing, and yeah, that was brilliant. So another thing that I decided I needed to do before I became a member is to get 44 Runecrafting. This is so that when I become a member I can craft nature runes to high alch things with, and so have a steady source of income. I started doing this by completing the Rune Mysteries quest. This gave me an air talisman as well as allowing me to mine Rune Essence. Now, because this is a single player account, it's completely useless to me to use the Runespan. This is because it does not benefit me in any way apart from giving me the Runecrafting level. Whereas doing Runecrafting through the traditional method gives me runes that I can use as well. I decided I needed about 9,000 Rune Essence so that I can craft them half into air runes and half into fire runes. Air runes are what I use most often for combat, and if I use anything but an air staff, then I need air runes to be able to continue casting combat spells, and when I'm higher levels I can use fire spells if I have the fire runes to do that, so that's what the other half is going to be used for. So I'm going to finish off this episode by crafting 4,500 Rune Essence into air runes. So now that that is done, this is the end of the episode. I'm getting closer to the 1,000 total level milestone. Still quite a way off, but you know, we're getting there slowly. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.